Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to look in detail about PLA and PA. What is PLA? PLA stands for Programmable Logic Array. It is similar to programmable read-only memory, that is PROM, but it does not provide full decoding of the variables and it does not generate all the minterms. So this PLA replaces decoder by a group of AND gates, each of which can be programmed to generate a product term of the input variables. So there are three sets of fuses present in this PLA. What are those? Between n inputs and their complement values, between the output of the AND gates and input of the OR gates. Third set allows the output function to be generated either in AND or invert form or in the AND OR form. Here one thing we have to remember is both AND gate and OR gate are programmable in PLA. So this is actually the block diagram of PLA. Here we can see n number of inputs can be given through an input buffer to the AND matrix, which is programmable, and it can be given to OR matrix. We can proceed that towards the invert or non-invert matrix, and finally to the flip-flops or the output buffers. F1 to F0 to Fm minus 1 are supposed to be the outputs. So we can generate m number of outputs by giving n number of inputs, provided OE bar stands for output enable, right? We can now look at the internal block diagram or logic diagram of a PLA with 3 inputs, 4 product terms and 2 outputs, right? So this circuit is actually too small to be used commercially, but here we are presenting it to demonstrate the typical configuration of a PLA. Okay, so this diagram basically uses the array logic graphic symbols for complex circuits. Okay, so each input goes through a buffer inverter combination, which is very clear in the diagram, right? So it has both the true and complement outputs. So the each input and its complement are connected to the inputs of each AND gate, right? So through this horizontal lines, as indicated by the intersections between the vertical and the horizontal lines. So the outputs of this AND gates are connected to the inputs of each OR gate. So the output of the OR gate goes to an XOR gate where the other input can be programmed to receive a signal either equal to logic 1 or logic 0. Okay. So this is actually the block diagram description of a PLA. Now coming to PAL. PAL stands for Programmable Array Logic. It is a programmable logic device with fixed OR array and a programmable AND array. Okay, so since only AND gates are programmable, the PAL is easier to program, but it is not flexible as PLA, right? So actually look at this diagram and understand what is PAL. So this is a picture of a PAL with 4 inputs A, B, C and D and 4 outputs W, X, Y and Z with 3 wide AND OR structure. So this structure, each input has a buffer inverter gate and each output is generated by a fixed OR gate. It is generated by a fixed OR gate. So there are 4 sections in the unit, each composed of AND OR array, that is 3 wide. The term used to indicate that there are 3 programmable AND gates in each section and 1 fixed OR gate. Okay, so what is the term? 3 wide. Okay, so each AND gate has 10 programmable input connections. So this is actually the horizontal lines, vertical lines are actually the programmable input connections. and each has a horizontal line intersecting, right? So the horizontal line symbols symbolizes the multiple input configuration of the AND gate. One of the outputs is connected to an buffer inverter gate. So this is actually the buffer inverter gate, and then fed back into the inputs of the AND gate. Right. So these type of devices, like commercial PAL devices, contains more gates than the one shown in the figure. This is actually for our representation, right? So a typical PAL integrated circuit may have 8 inputs, 8 outputs and 8 sections, each consisting of an 8 wide AND or array. So the output terminals are sometimes driven by 3-state buffers or inverters, right? So in designing with the PAL, the Boolean functions must be simplified to fit into each section. So unlike the situation with PLA, a product term cannot be shared among 2 or more OR gates. So therefore, each function can be simplified by itself without regard to common product terms, right? So the number of product terms in each section is fixed, and if the number of terms in the function is too large, it may be necessary to use 2 sections to implement one Boolean function. So what is this cross mark? This cross mark actually indicates those fuses are intact, right? So this is with respect to the explanation of PL's block diagram. So what are the differences, major differences between PLA and PAL? So basis for comparison, it actually stands for programmable logic array, and this is for expanding programmable array logic. Regarding the construction, programmable array of AND and OR gates. Here programmable array of AND gates and fixed array of OR gates in PAL. So what is the availability point? This is less prolific. PAL is more readily available. So what is with respect to flexibility? It provides more programming flexibility. PAL offers less flexibility but more likely used. Okay. Well, regarding the cost of the circuit, PLA is expensive. PAL comes under intermediate cost. So based on number of functions, PLA has large number of functions that can be implemented, whereas PAL provides a limited number of functions. With respect to speed, PAL works very slow. Works slow, whereas PAL works at a higher speed. Right. Thank you so much for listening this session.